After figuring out my mistakes in the last video, I jumped back into the rank pool and surprise, surprise, I drowned. Not going to lie to you, this was about a month back, but I still managed to write everything down in my notepad except for what map I played on and what agent I played. Out of everything, those were the two things that I missed, but I know from memory that I played Astra pretty much the majority, and I played Omen maybe like one time, but the rest of the time I just played Astra because why not? We need smokes, and hey, I'd rather be the one to place them down than anybody else. So those are two things I forgot. Well, one thing I forgot because I know I did play Astra pretty much the majority, but the maps, nah. But I'll be better in the future. So I'm gonna be honest, a little bit of confession to make. I didn't really commit like I said I was going to. I probably played like 7 ranked matches with like 15 death matches, and I know, I'm going to get back into it, especially with the new season coming out in a couple of days, or by the time this comes out, it's probably already dropped. But the death matches are a very big help in showing the flaws that I have and what I'm doing in general, as far as like gameplay, game sense, and just everything, right? Now, in order to warm up for this intense ranked experience, I went to AIM Lab for a little bit, and then I transitioned to Valorant to work on movement, recoil, peeking, and a bunch of other stuff, right? So now that I'm feeling warmed up and ready to perform, I made sure the Wii Fit headband was tight around my hairline. Then I proceeded to play ranked. The following is gibberish that I wrote down on the spot while I was playing, in my notes on my phone. And I wanted to keep it authentic and not change anything, because what I was writing, it really came from the heart. And a lot of the stuff was gold. I mean, it was just the pain that you could feel from what I was writing down. It was real. And I wanted to keep that. So I'm going to keep the authenticity for it, right? So that everybody can understand. And hey, I'm laying myself out there bare. I already said that I'm not too good at the game, but I'm learning and I'm getting better. So realizing faults and mistakes is, hey, it's another way to improve and to get better. So let's hop into it. Now, heading on into game 1, and the gameplay that you're going to see in the background is either going to be from the actual game or just a random deathmatch. I don't think I'm going to actually find where the gameplay for the actual game is, so it might just be a deathmatch, to be honest, because that stuff is buried. As I said, it was like a month ago, so I'm sorry. I'll do better. I'll do better next time. But heading into game 1, the KDA was 5, 10, and 6. And this is the one where I'm not really sure if I played Astra or Omen. It's a 50-50. But either way, still lost. I don't even know if I won or lost. That was another thing I should put if I win or if I lose or not. But I think I'm really messing up with this. But first bullet point that I wrote down, missed shots, frazzled on what to do, awful performance. The next one, didn't get too nervous though, overthinking everything instead of just playing, caught with knife out too many times, got carried real bad, embarrassing. So off to a strong start, and it gets more and more painful as we go on. And heading into game 2, my KDA for that one was 13, 16, and 4. And for the remainder of these, I think maybe 90% sure I played Astra. Actually, it's moved that up to 100. I think I played Astra every game after this. I didn't go back to Omen once. And I really like Astra, by the way, so I'm going to probably keep playing her. But the bullet points for these ones: missed crucial shots, failed to capitalize mistakes, knife out again, thinking too much. When I didn't think, I popped off, kind of embarrassing. Confidence went down, pop-offs were nasty. But explaining a little bit, the pop-offs were, I'd have like clutch moments and stuff like that. But the thinking too much. I do notice that when I play, I'm like, oh my god, I got a counter strafe, hit the A, hit the D key, hit the A, hit the D key. I get, I don't know. I think I overwhelm myself. I don't just play. I think about things like too much, and I don't just kind of get into that flow state where I just capitalize on anything. Well, on anything, well, on anything and everything. I just kind of, I don't know. I think too much about everything instead of just trusting myself with the game mechanics. And I'm getting better, but it is a thing that I do struggle with. But moving on to game three, the KDA for that one was 15, 15, and 3, so a little better. But bullet points for that one, crouching too much, getting headshot by Vandal, and that's just the detriment, man. I think the Vandal really bails a lot of people out in gunfights. Like, I don't know. The Vandal at the lower ranks is just so overpowered, man. I mean, people are just like, I don't think anybody knows how to spray control. I mean, I watch, literally my teammates, and I watch the bullet, like, I don't know, the bullets from the other people spraying at me and stuff like that. People get bailed out by the Vandal sprays, especially like me when I'm doing it. You just kind of just pray. You pray that one of the 25 bullets is going to be that headshot. And a lot of the times, I mean, it might or might not be, but it's a 50-50. And a lot of the times I'm crouching a lot, but I do see the pros, they like crouch, they don't crouch. And that's so I get kind of confused on what to do. But I did notice that when I was like crouching a lot, like it literally be instant. Like I'd get just smashed by the Vandal just over and over and over again. And I noticed the same thing on the return end when other people would crouch in front of me, it'd be instant headshot all damn day because, I'm aiming at the body, which is another thing that I am I wouldn't say struggle with, but I don't know. It's just I'm the body shot king right now. And I don't know. Vandal bailing too many people out in fights. But back onto the list. Thinking about my actions again, as I said, keep doing that. Warming up though, failed to clutch. Positive attitude, meaning I was I was keeping my head held high, even though I was getting smacked and stuff like that. But I wrote next. This is the washing machine. Better players get the best of me with aim, be more sure of actions. Not as embarrassing. Stop rotating weapons with op. Oh, and I do remember this one. Meaning, the thing in Counter Strike when they shoot the op, they like switch to their knife really fast. I kept doing that over and over again, even though there was literally like no advantage to doing it. I don't even think it makes the gun go faster. I think I just did it just I don't know, just because I think of the game like CS:GO, and I did it just to do it. I don't know. It looks cool when you like switch back and forth, but I'm pretty sure it was giving other people opportunities to like close in on me when I could have just you know cocked the bolt back and put it back and loaded another round in instead of doing the knife into the gun, which I think is actually slower than just letting it ride. But was another one that I could explain. The washing machine, meaning like, and I was losing a lot of fights. I might have been bottom on the scoreboard. I'm not gonna lie, but I know scoreboard doesn't say like everything, but I don't know. I just felt that I wasn't doing too good. I don't know. It's not as embarrassing, but I just don't feel like I was doing too good. And I know if I put this is the washing machine that I was going through it, but I was still having a positive attitude. And that's the thing that I know and I have to keep in mind is that I can't, I guess, beat myself up over stuff. I could just look at the next round and try to be better, right? And that's really what I'm striving to do. All right, going into the next one, game four. KDA for that one was 9, 15, and 2. First one, we're starting off strong with match broke me. Holding keys to counter strafe is a bad move, I think. Didn't hit crucial shots. Embarrassing. Wanted it to be over. Hit no shot at all. Awful performance. Pistol round is bad. Now, I think I do I think I do remember this one. Like, I forget what map I played on, but I do remember the feeling when I was playing this. Yeah, this one was the one where I just wanted it to be over. And after this one, I actually, I was like, I think I've had enough for today. I think I'm okay. I think this is as much as I could take right now. But I don't know, man. It was bad. Like I could barely do anything, and my pistol rounds are that's something I really do have to work on. I when it's pistol round, I can just kind of guarantee that I might get like one kill, and I'm gonna just get demolished by someone else. It's I don't know, man. I do remember this one though. This one was yeah, this one was bad. The confidence was just over. I think I had like my head in my hands, and I was like, man, I am just down bad. It's breaking me. But I do know, of course, this is what has to happen in order for me to get better at the game or better at anything, right? You got to fail and stuff like that. So I do understand that, but that doesn't mean that this match wasn't the match where I was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do something else. I think that's it for today. I think that's it. But after this, I wrote down what went right, what went wrong, and the things that I need to work on. Um, was it the following day or just in general, right? So, what went right? Crosshair placement, movement is better, shots look nice. Now, what went wrong, which is a very long list, crouching too much, missing crucial shots, losing too many gunfights, thinking about counter strafing. Counter strafing is kind of bad, and that is a thing. Like this counter strafing stuff is like really like I I don't know. I get it, and then I don't. Is I guess the more time I put in, the easier it'll get. But that's the main thing why I think too much when I play the game because I'm like, oh my god, I gotta stand still. What about counter strafing? I gotta make sure the bullets are accurate, and then I end up losing because like I'm like stressing myself out, and I'm like, oh, this is the way that you're supposed to do it, but I don't know, it just don't never work for me. It worked for everybody else, but with me, it's not doing it. But moving on, pistol is still bad. Struggling with recoil and range, exposing myself to too many angles. Watch crosshair placement. Tracing sprays are not accurate. I need to turn away from flashes or turning away from flashes as I wrote. Martial shots, sheriff shots, body shot king, as I said before. Angles I hold. Now, what I need to work on: better tracing, better flicks, recoil control on guns at range, tracing sprays, stop crouching, look at my counter strafes, isolate angles, crosshair placement, thinking too much instead of playing, aim with fingertips and wrist, because I'm a fingertip grip user, and sometimes like I don't know, I use like this was like a month ago, so I don't do it. I don't do it that much anymore because I muscle memoried it out. But like I was using my fingertips and I didn't really have too much leverage like with my wrist. I wasn't really using anything else, and it wasn't helping me. It was to my detriment because it was making me overshoot things, and I wasn't really on focus like that. But yeah, moving on. So there it is, right? Day one of being in the blender. And I'll be honest, day one of anything that you're trying to learn or try to be good at is always going to be painful. And this was no exception. This was very, very painful. Very painful. But although I was going through it, I was still gaining experience and insight on what I was doing wrong, and being able to look and call out my mistakes is good for improvement, and I got even more fire in me. It lit the flame, it made me want to be better, so I won't quit. I want to see the process. And as I said, that was a month ago. And after this, I only played like 2 games of ranked, and the rest was deathmatch. But deathmatch really, really did help me a lot, right? And looking at people like Tens, Wardell, and Shazam, it makes me wanna get better. It makes me want to get better so one day I can fight them, right? And they can say that I'm a good player. I can get that. I can get that validation from the top pro players and stuff like that. But I mean, it ain't looking like that right now. But in the future, want to I want to be better, man. I want to get the immortal. I want to get the radiant. I know my goal right now is to at least get diamond, right? And when I get diamond, then I can think about going higher up than that, because you know your boy is bronze. But yeah, just hey, laying it all out there, right? And hopefully you guys can, you know, see the improvement and stuff like that. And I'm going to keep trying and keep getting better and stuff. And eventually, I mean, hey, people will recognize the effort, and they'll continue to want to see the journey, right? As I keep going on it, as I keep walking down the road, right? Now, I'm going to go back in the lab a little bit, and I'll see you on day 2. And by day 2, I mean uh, what I did a month ago. But once we get through the things I did a month ago, then it'll be more recent. It'll be more recent stuff. But day 2. See you in day 2.